Today's sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll start on the ground. And right away, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Opening carry of the game here for Rex Burkhead. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Mills. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense hoping to do better than last drive. Remember, they had the fumble that set up the short field, and then they gave up the touchdown CD.
And so many people talk about how you have to have a short memory after you make a mistake in the NFL. I don't totally subscribe to that, partner. I think that you have to remember what you did and figure out how to not do it again. Get out there and execute the next time out. Avoid those errors and get some momentum built back up for your offense.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Lawrence to Jones for the Jacksonville 1st down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll run with Etienne. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Now Lawrence on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers.
Now, touchdown Jaguars! Zay Jones from 21 yards away. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mills to throw it. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. He's got it. Touchdown. Trevor Lawrence with a hook up to Marvin Jones. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Mills now. He's letting it fly for Cooks, and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play, and 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. On second down, Etienne once more. Good footwork at the 30. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Etienne once more. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. It's a throw again as Lawrence. He'll get that underneath Etienne, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Lawrence to throw. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Finds the open target, Arnold. Second down and 3. Handoff running left is Etienne. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Neville Hewitt on the stop.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne from 17 yards out. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Give left side for Pierce. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Mills. And his throw here's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing, Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And this one is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Being chased out left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Again, it's Lawrence. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Desmond King back deep. He'll look to set up his blockers. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mills. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Houston set to take over. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mills. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. First down, Mills. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mills. That one caught downfield by Howard. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here. Let's go. Let's have some fun. Let's get something going now. Playmakers, step up. Let's play now. Let's play now, baby. Let's play together.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working out of the gun, Mills. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Agnew now to return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And give them 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Toss left side for Etienne. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown. Evan Ingram from 6 yards away as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mills. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Another tote for Etienne. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Mills to Cooks there, and that connection good for a Houston first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th, but a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mills. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league,
A loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
No gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Give them the completion, no gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. Again, it's Mills. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Mills from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. ETN up the middle. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 96 yards now for ETN, and he's got a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Nice play by Jerry Hughes to drop him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Lawrence will throw. He'll get this off to ETN. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Running out of the gun with ETN. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a first down.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Mills now looks to throw on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing again on second down. Mills. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. That's underneath to Pierce. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw again on second down. Mills. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Mills again. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. He's gonna look deep for more. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.